Good morning. Thank you for coming to the second national workshop of GreenMetric for Turkish universities, hosted by Bülent Alçafit University in Zonguldak, Turkey. In this presentation, I will update you 4 things. First, what is GreenMetric ranking? Second, what is GreenMetric World University Ranking Network? Thirdly, what are the results of the ranking for Turkish universities in 2018? And finally, why should you join our network? If you have any questions, please save it until the end of my presentation. Thank you. Now let me start by updating you about the history of GreenMetric. We started GreenMetric in 2010 to encourage universities around the world to work together to face common sustainability challenges the world is facing. Until now, 719 universities from 80 countries have participated in the ranking and have significantly changed their attitudes towards sustainability challenges in their own context. Inspired by this enthusiasm, we formed World University Ranking Network. The network was established in 2017 as a platform for sharing best practices and encourage more universities to put sustainability agenda as one of their priority. As you know, there have been many rankings of universities around the world. You have QS World University Rankings, Time Higher World University Ranking, Shanghai Jiaotong World University Ranking, and of course, for sustainability, we have GreenMetric World University Rankings. All these rankers are in the IREC, International Ranking Expert Group. What is the feature of GreenMetric that differentiates it from other rankings? First, in order to join the network or the ranking, we apply no fees policy. That means you can join us for free. Secondly, it open for all higher education around the world, either public university or private university. Big or small universities can join the network and the ranking. Thirdly, we apply online questionnaire. It's a simple way to submit your data online. Once you have joined the network and the rankings, you will get your university profile where you can learn about your performance in our ranking, as well as a recorded history of your participation in the ranking. The network is also dynamic. It is a forum for sharing and learning by member universities. Often, president, rectors, vice chancellors, or even vice rectors come to the meeting to learn about others' best practices, and this gives them inspirations and ideas to apply at their own universities. Finally, we focus on university policies and actions for sustainability. In the year 2019, we take Sustainable University in a Changing World, Lessons, Challenges and Opportunities as the theme for this year. The idea for that would be to see our effort in achieving sustainable development goals. Now, in relation to SDG, our GreenMetric in a way is related with the SDG. That means once you apply the GreenMetric to your university, you are actually doing some of the SDG. I must say that currently UI GreenMetric focuses on the environmental aspect of sustainability. We are about to develop social and economic aspect of sustainability, and hopefully in the future we can use the metric for our universities. So what are the SDGs related with UI GreenMetric? First, in criteria of setting an infrastructure, it's related with SDG item 9 and 11. And then with energy and climate change, it relates with number 7, 12, and 13. For waste, it's related with number 3, 12, and 14. And water for number 6. Transportation, SDG 13 and 15. Education, SDG 4. And finally, the network itself is its implementation, is a good example of partnership for the goals. Now let me continue with the criteria and indicators. In GreenMetric, we use setting and infrastructure, energy and climate change, waste, water, transportation, education, and research. Next, the ranking process. Now, about the ranking process, we have done some development of the rankings and methodology back in January until April, and then we have sent invitations. For some of you who haven't got the invitation, please contact us. We will surely give you the password for you to join us. And then between May to October, we do the data submission, we wait for your data, and then we will start the process of verification and so on and so forth, starting in the end of October or early November. Hopefully the result will be announced in the first weeks of December. Now let me continue with what is UI GreenMetric World University Ranking Network. As you know, our aims is sustainable universities, sustainable future. In order to do that, we have the basic principles, 5 basic principles that members are attached to. First, it's open. Open means it's open for all publics. Secondly, it's participatory. To run the activities, we expect participations of our member university to collaborate with one another and to participate with the activities that we have, as well as the activities they plan to have. And it's collaborative. Collaborative means we work together to achieve our common goal. Of course, in order to do that, you must have a mutual respect. We respect each other's policy, we respect each other's situation, we respect our efforts. If you look at the structure chart of the network, we have a steering committee at the top. It comprises of the regional as well as the national coordinator for each university. Each university can have up to 2 university as the national coordinators of UI GreenMetric World University Ranking Network. Now, if you look at the steering committee, these are the steering committee in our UI GreenMetric network. You have, of course, Universitas Indonesia for Turkey. You have Bulan Al Chapit University, as well as other countries represented here with the university logo. Now, if you look at the national coordinators, look at the map, the national coordinators have been spread from different regions in the world. From South America, there are 4 members. We have and then you have Turkey here, Asia, South America, Africa. The new one is from University of Sousse, Tunisia, and then you have Europe, then you have Asia, and then 14 of them in Asia. So if we look at the total 719 universities, it covers almost all regions of the world, from North America, South America, Europe, Africa, Asia, as well as Australia and Oceania. So you can see the increasing number of participants from 95 when we started in 2010. It increased dramatically to 719 in the year 2018. Now, if you look at the statistics about all members, we have this potential. Faculty members are 1,997,000, and the students more than 16 million, and the research fund more than 7,529,000 million. So, what are the activities of UI GreenMetric Network? We focus on 3 thematic activities. Firstly, shaping global higher education. Research in sustainability. Secondly, creating global sustainability leaders. And finally, partnering on solutions to sustainability challenges. So, we have done some activities to implement the activities. For instance, we have international workshop as well as national workshop in different countries, with the hope that we will create program for non-academic staff to learn best practices in managing sustainability in other member universities in the network. Now, let me come to the Turkish universities ranking. If you can see the charts there, the number 1 university ranking in Turkey is Istanbul Technical University, ranked 67 in the world, followed by Middle East Technical University in rank 2, Zonguldak Bulan Al Shafid in rank number 3, and other universities in the ranking 4, and so on respectively. Now let me continue with the Turkish universities ranking. If you look at the criteria, 6 criteria, you can see the ranking here. Setting and infrastructure, Ankara University ranked number 1 in Turkish universities, followed by Erciyes University and Istanbul Technical University. In the area of energy and climate change, we see Yeditepe University, İnönü University Malatya, and Hitit University. For waste, we have Istanbul Technical University, Middle East Technical University, Yeditepe University. And for water, we have Top Economics and Technology University, followed by Istanbul Technical University and Zonguldak's Bulan Al Shafid University. In terms of transportation, for first place, we have Istanbul Technical University, Middle East Technical University, and Zonguldak Bulan Al Shafik University. Finally, for the education and research, we have Istanbul Technical University, Erciyes University, and Ankara University. So as you can see, for rank number 1, number 2, and 3, the universities vary. Now, if we look at this bar graph about setting and infrastructure, which gets 15% of our total ranking, here is the performance of Turkish universities on UI GreenMetric. If you look at the graph, 3 universities are at the top of the graph, with 1,200 and more out of 1,500. And the rest are between 1,100 to 800 scores, followed by 800 to 400 scores. So in terms of setting and infrastructure, we may see that in general, the the universities in Turkey have a good proportion of setting and infrastructure. What about energy and climate change, which takes about 21% of the ranking? We can see that the top universities in Turkey got the score of 1,300. Not many of them. Between 900 to 600, you have more universities, and then less university, 1 or 3 universities are under 600, which means they still need to work harder and more effective to make energy and climate change score better. Next is the waste. What about the waste, which take 18%? The Turkish universities, if you look at this graph, only 1 or 2 universities almost reached or the highest level in the ranking. But the rest, they are either between 800 to 400. So they still need to work on this matter. Water, we can see from the graph, only a few universities have managed the water efficiently and effectively. Most of the universities still need to work on the area of water here. What about the education and research? In terms of education and research, we can still see many rooms for improvement. On average, Turkish universities got between 900 to 400. Now let me explain about the activities, why you should join our network. For sure, the network has given impact to the university in transforming their universities to be sustainable universities. Here are some of the examples that we send our experts around the world to give a presentation like this to update you all about GreenMetric and why you should join and how to join. So first we have this is in Brazil, national workshop, and then we have Nazarbayev University in Kazakhstan also. We have also other national workshop in different countries, in Colombia, in Hungary, in Taiwan, and in other universities around the world. This is the last one. Yesterday, we were in Roden University for the first World Sustainable Campus Tour and National Workshop for Russian universities. Here we learn about best practices and see the best practices of our host university, Roden Universities. We are impressed with what they have been doing, and we should take a lesson to apply to our universities. This is another national workshop for sustainability officer in Telkom University and Pajajaran University. So this is another example. This is in Bulan Al-Shafid, I presume, and then this one is in Bulan Al-Shafid, and this is in Universitas Indonesia. And this is in Semarang, Diponegoro University, the 4th International Workshop, and this is the 5th in Ireland, University College Cork. And then this is we also give award presentations for the workshop to encourage university and appreciate them to be sustainable. Now, if you look at our agenda, we are quite full with the workshop around the world. Today we are here at Bhutan Al Jafid University, and then we have last week in in Ecuador, and then next week we will have a workshop in University of South Tunisia. Before later we go to Cyprus International University in Turkey. So in terms of international workshop, we would like to invite you to join our workshop and learn with best practices from universities around the world. So you may choose which university you would like to go. So this year we did it in University of College Cork, and then hopefully next year we will do it in University of Zanjan, Iran, followed by University Utara Malaysia. And then we have National Pingtung University in Taiwan, and then we have Portugal as well as Colombia and Chile. So we have Chile for 2025 international workshop. So you are welcome to join one of them. And to record what we've been doing since the beginning, we write a book called The Making of GreenMetric, which you may have a look later. So next year we would like also to invite you to join our 6th international workshop on GreenMetric from 8 to 10 of June 2020. So please prepare and join us in Iran. So thank you very much for listening. If you have further questions, please contact Ms. Sabrina at this number and email. She will be happy to answer any questions you may have regarding the GreenMetric and the questionnaire. So thank you for listening to my presentation. I hope you can manage to join our questionnaire this year, and I encourage you to join and make the best use of our network to collaborate with one another and to make our universities more and more sustainable. Thank you.